Hey, you're going to love this email today. And of course, if you're listening to this on audio, then I'll explain exactly what I'm seeing as well. So after creating 500 videos or more on Google business profiles on YouTube and working with hundreds, if not thousands of different businesses, I've noticed the same questions keep coming up in the comments and they keep coming to me via email. So I just decided to write down exactly what these questions are and then see if I can address them all in one email, which is this email today. So if you've got the email, you'll see the links. If not, I'll try and explain what I'm seeing. So this is particularly with 2025 in mind. Let's get some of these ironed out. So here's what I wrote down. Number 1, how to rank. Number 2, deleting reviews. Number 3, suspension reinstatement. Number 4, permanently deleting your profile, and that's not just closing it, which seems to be a really big problem. And number 5, why you're not showing on the search. So whether you're a bricks and mortar shop or an online service provider, these are burning questions that business owners keep asking me all the time. But the good news is I decided to make this email so that I've got answers that actually work. No fluff, just real solutions. So let's take the first one in a bit more detail. So the first question, how do I rank higher on Google Business in 2025? Well, every business wants to be at the top. That's the problem. Because everyone's wanting to be there, it becomes difficult. So ranking higher means more visibility and more traffic and ultimately more revenue for your business. That's why people want to be top. So the solution is still the basics. Optimize your profile. Make sure your business name, category and your address are consistent across all platforms. That never really changes. Second thing is get reviews. The more legitimate your reviews and the better they are, keywords in and so on, the more trustworthy you appear to Google. And the third thing is just keep adding photos and posts. Now, these are real photos of your real business, real products, not stock photography, real photos. Google loves fresh content, photos it's never seen before, but it's relevant, means a lot to Google's ranking. So keep your listing updated with posts and good photos. If you want to try to rank higher, I've got a link through to my videos that will show you exactly the details on how to do that. Let's take the second question. How can I delete all my reviews? So if you have 1 or 2 bad reviews and your business is clearly better than what those reviews are saying, and you just are aiming on improving your business, maybe improve your systems, you can easily add positive reviews and just keep that average rating back up. So I've got lots of things that seem to suggest that having a 5.0 as an average isn't actually as good as having, say, a 4.6 or a 4.3. So a couple of negative reviews in the big scheme of things isn't a big deal. But if it's really just needing a reset, then can you delete your reviews? I didn't think you could, but I discovered a tool that actually claims to do that. Now, I've not tried it, but I've put a link in this email to it if you want to try it out. So if you've just had a really bad start and you just want to delete your reviews and start again, then they offer a solution. So deleting reviews, a solution. So I've put a link to a website where you can delete all your reviews and start again. So like I said, I've not tried it, but it does seem to be getting rave reviews from what I've seen. Second thing is flag reviews. If it violates Google's guidelines, if it's truly not a fair representation of your business, if it's spammy, if it's fake, if it's inappropriate, then you can just raise that with Google and Google may well remove it too. Or the third thing is just respond to negative reviews. Instead of trying to erase them, just show your professionalism by addressing their concerns. Now, I've got a workshop where if you want to get more reviews, then there's a link through to that, which is on my website at zanet.co.uk. The third question, how can I get my Google Business suspension reinstated? Now, Google Business suspensions happen for all sorts of reasons, and sometimes it's not fair. Sometimes it's just because you made too many edits. Some clearly show that there's just no need for why Google have done this, and you just want to get them back online. So what can you do? The solution. Step 1, just figure out why Google's done that. Check your email. Google often will send you an email that explains the reason for the suspension. They don't go into any detail, but they might just give you a clue. So most suspensions happen due to guideline violations. So for instance, you might be using a PO box, or you might be using a virtual address, or you might just be doubling up on an address or doubling up on a business, or just keyword stuffing business names. They're all reasons why you may get a suspension. So Google may allude to that. Secondly, step 2, download my toolkit. So I spent a lot of time working out how to re-establish and get reinstated a suspended business. In fact, I did it and did a step-by-step guide as to how you can do it and get it set up the right way. So if you want my toolkit, there'll be a link as well in the email. Number 3, if you want to just fix the issue, you can correct the problem. You can resubmit it due to a profile where you can reinstate it. So again, Google will give you some recognition as to why you can perhaps fix it and then put things right. So you just need to follow through on that process. Again, that's all in my suspension toolkit, which is on my website. The 4th question, how can I permanently delete my Google business profile, not just close it? Now, I've done several videos that have shown how you can permanently delete it, but all the comments come back saying that it didn't work. They say that it's closed the business, yes, and it's kind of deleted it, but actually it still shows in certain types of searches. And that's true. It seems that Google doesn't delete it, and they don't give you the option to totally delete it, to permanently delete it. So this has become an issue for many years that I've not managed to find a solution to until now. And that's why I want to share this as well. So maybe you're rebranding, you want to sell the business, you just simply don't want to be shown in Google's ecosystem. So how do you actually delete it for good? Well, the solution. You can go to your settings and you can remove your business profile in your Google Business Manager, but that doesn't actually remove it for good. It doesn't remove your management. It just removes your management. It doesn't remove the business profile itself. So that's important. There's no option to delete the profile yourself. In fact, Google will not do it. You can only be permanently closed. But there is a way you can do this, and you can remove it forever. There's an agency that I've been in contact with, and they actually do this, and they're approved by Google, and they don't use lawyers, and they actually take control of it, and you don't even pay for it until it's totally deleted and you're aware that you can't find it. It doesn't exist. And they work with Google themselves. Now, I've not tried it. I'm not claiming it's going to work because I've not tried it, but I think it's worth a try. If you really need to get rid of your Google business forever, and the fact that you're not going to pay for it until it's deleted, then it's certainly worth checking out. So again, I've put a link to their website where you can then get it permanently deleted forever. Okay, so we've got all of these solutions. The final question I raise and get commonly asked all the time is, why isn't my Google business profile showing up in searches? So this is the absolute other extreme. And really, the work's all done for you if you just make sure your profile is up to date. But why is it not showing even when you have put it up to date, when you've tried all the things that I've suggested? Well, the solution is just down to the fact you might just be too new. Now, it sounds ridiculous, but profiles take some time to really build up some trustworthiness, some reliability, some authority, and your website as well. If it's a brand new website and your brand is brand new, Google's going to struggle to trust it until it's hit a good few years, really, I'd say, and get some really decent links, some backlinks, some authoritative backlinks to your brand. That all helps as well. The other thing is, you may just have an incomplete profile. I've seen so many profiles that just aren't 100% complete. So the photos, the business hours, the categories, they all need to be filled out. And finally, you might just be violating one of Google's guidelines. So it might just be you've got like a soft suspension. So you're kind of there, but you're not. So just make sure your profile meets all of Google's requirements. So again, I've put together plenty of videos that show you how you can do that. And again, I've got links to my channel, my YouTube channel, that will really help you. And a pro tip here is you can have a full audit of your profile. So if you want to identify any gaps, any ways in which you can boost your visibility, then just reach out to me on my website and you can book a one-to-one consultation with me. If you need more help, if you've got other burning questions, if you want hands-on support, then I'm always available. So just make sure you head over to my website. You can then optimize your profile with me. You can rank it higher and we can work out some bespoke solutions for you. And that's no matter where you are in the world. So just to be clear, even though I'm based in the UK and England, But I deal with most of my clients in the USA and in Canada. I've got clients in Australia and around Europe. So if you want to book a one-to-one consultation, work out a time in your calendar that works out in my calendar, and we can generate some incredible results ready for 2025. So I'll see you then.